After supporting high-performing professionals eliminate alcohol with a 98% success rate, I discovered the one 37-second thought that keeps smart people stuck drinking for years. What if I can never drink again? Here's the fear deletion technique that's eliminated this anxiety for executives at Microsoft, Goldman Sachs in under a minute, and why it works when willpower fails 88% of the time. I know because I had this exact fear for over 8 years. Every time I thought about stopping, my brain would whisper, what if you can never drink again? What if this is forever? What if you hate your life without that wine? So I stayed stuck, choosing the devil I knew over the devil I didn't know. Then somebody told me something that changed everything. Emma, you're not signing a life's contract. You're just taking a break. And that simple reframe became the foundation for helping 312 professionals eliminate alcohol anxiety permanently. But before I show you exactly how to delete this fear in under a minute, we need to understand why research consistently shows that forever fear keeps 89% of functional drinkers stuck in cycles for years longer than necessary. And here's what's crazy. Once you delete this 37-second fear loop, everything else becomes possible. All right, here's why traditional approaches keep you trapped in forever fear. Therapy costs $200 an hour to analyze your fear feelings while anxiety amplifies. Sarah spent $4,800 talking about her forever concerns and just got more terrified, not less, and stayed drinking. Willpower programs, they use the same brain that's creating the fear to solve the fear. It's like asking a panicking person to think their way out of a panic. It just intensifies the problem. The AA surrender forces you to admit that you're powerless over choice and control. Imagine explaining to your brain that you're powerless over your decisions. And then the moderation apps, these keep the forever question mentally relevant by constantly managing your relationship with alcohol. It's like asking somebody with claustrophobia to monitor their breathing in small spaces. Here's the exact reframe that eliminates this fear in under a minute. You don't have to quit forever. That's a lie that's been keeping you stuck. Try a break, 100 days, see how you feel. Forever is a story you're telling yourself about a decision you don't even have to make today. And here's what nobody tells you. After 100 days, if you don't like not drinking alcohol, you can always go back to drinking again. But you'll be making that choice from clarity and not because of fear. That's the big difference. You're not signing a contract with the universe, you're not joining a cult. You're simply taking a 100-day experiment to see who you are without the brain fog and with energy and clarity in the mornings. And that fear of forever is keeping you from even trying it today. So stop negotiating with a future that doesn't even exist. Take a 100-day break, feel the difference, and then decide from power and not from fear. You're not quitting forever. You're just choosing clarity for today. Now you might be wondering, Emma, why does a simple reframe work so powerfully? Well, here's the neuroscience that will blow your mind. Research consistently shows that finite time commitments reduce resistance by 340% compared to indefinite commitments. Your brain can handle 100 days of anything, but that forever triggers temporal claustrophobia. Here's what happens in your brain. When you think forever, your amygdala fires panic signals. When you think 100 days, your prefrontal cortex stays calm and can plan systematically. Same goal, completely different neurological response. Research shows that people are 89% more likely to start challenging goals when they're framed as experiments rather than permanent changes. And that's exactly why this reframe works. You're not changing your identity, you're just running a personal experiment for 100 days. But here's where it gets interesting. The people who complete the 100 days, they don't want to go back to drinking. Let me show you exactly what happens when professionals apply this systematically, because the results will shock you. Let me tell you about Sandra, a finance director who'd been terrified of quitting forever for over 3 years. She tried willpower, she tried moderation, she tried everything. But the moment anyone mentioned giving up alcohol forever, she panicked and she just drank more. And then I showed her this exact fear deletion reframe. Within 48 hours, she committed to the 100 days. By day 30, she told me, Emma, I'm not even counting down to 100 anymore. I'm discovering who I really am. Day 100 came and went, and Sandra chose to keep going. Not because she had to, but because she really wanted to, and she saw the benefits of what she gained from not drinking. Now she's 18 months alcohol-free, and she just got promoted to VP. And then there's Paul, a managing director, that said the 100-day reframe eliminated his panic. He stopped negotiating with himself and just started the experiment. And then Lisa, operations executive, she said that she finally realized that she wasn't giving anything up and that she was gaining everything back by not drinking. Here's the data. 98% of professionals who use the 100-day experiment complete their first trial. 92% choose to continue past the 100 days voluntarily. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, Emma, but how do I actually implement this systematically? Well, there's a specific protocol that makes this foolproof. Here's the exact 100-day experiment implementation protocol. Step 1, eliminate the word quitting from your vocabulary completely. Instead of I'm quitting drinking, just say you're running a 100-day experiment. Instead of I can't drink, say I'm choosing not to drink for 100 days. Same result, completely different psychological impact. Step 2, open your phone's calendar right now and mark a date exactly 3 days from today. Label it Experiment Day 1, not quit day, not sober day. Research shows a 3-day preparation period increases success rates by 67%. And step 3, tell 3 different people about this experiment using this exact language. I'm running a 100-day experiment to see what I feel like when I'm not drinking. Notice how that feels differently to I'm not drinking ever again. And then step 4, start tracking your experiment properly. Focus on energy levels, clarity, and decision-making improvements, not just days without alcohol. Focus on what you're gaining, not what you're avoiding. And then step 5, plan your 100-day celebration right now. Book a restaurant, plan a trip, buy something special. You're celebrating the completion of a successful experiment, not the beginning of permanent restriction. Now, this isn't willpower. This is a systematic psychology that removes resistance before it starts. Now, day 95 of the experiment, you have the most important conversation of your life with yourself. Here's exactly what you ask. Based on the data from my 95-day experiment, what choice serves my highest good? Not what I should do, not what others will expect me to do, what actually serves you based on all of the evidence. Sandra's day 95 conversation, I have more energy, better relationships, sharper thinking, and genuine confidence. Why would I choose to give that up? Her choice was really obvious. Now compare that to the old way. I can't drink ever again because I'm broken and I'm powerless. Versus the new way of I'm choosing continued clarity because the evidence shows me that it serves me better. Now here's the beautiful part. Some people choose to drink again after their experiment, and that's a valid choice. And the choice is made from power and not from fear. Most people choose to continue going because they love who they're becoming. My free 100-day protocol, which I've just gone through a tiny fragment, like that first step, is available in my free training of how to get full control over alcohol. Now, this isn't theory, it's a proven system that's helped over 312 professionals eliminate alcohol from their life. The link is in the description below. And here's the truth. Every day that you stay trapped in the forever fear is another day that you're not starting to discover who you truly are. You can keep negotiating with the future that doesn't exist, keep waiting for the perfect moment that will never come, keep letting that 37-second fear loop run your decisions, or you can start implementing the system today and start your 100-day experiment within 3 days.